So, it's a bit of a trend on here on YouTube to make videos talking about Smash characters and which ones have canonically done something. Canonically eaten pizza, canonically taken a bath, canonically died, canonically, smashed. And I thought, hey, maybe I should try that. Sure, I'm a channel with very few subscribers with no public videos, but everyone starts somewhere, right? I took video editing classes in college. I might as well use them for something while I try to find employment in my field of study, right? Yeah, I really need to find a job. But what list would I even do? Most of the obvious which Smash characters have canonically done something are taken. And I want to do something that I'm interested in myself. I thought about this for a while. Some of the ideas I considered were interesting, but nothing really clicked. Then I came to an idea. One that both had an interesting concept and involved something I was a big fan of. Which Smash characters have Lego sets? Seemed like a brilliant idea. I quickly began searching on Google. I scoured the Lego store, scanned Google images, did my best to figure out if what I was looking at was real or just a really good custom, and finally, I was ready to actually write the script and begin work on my magnum opus. And then I did a quick search on YouTube, and god damn it, somebody already did it. But then I watched the video. Pretty good video, definitely give it a watch. I'll link it in the description. And I noticed something. The video only talked about Lego sets. Now, I know what you're saying. Legosaur, isn't that what you were gonna do? Yes, but I was gonna do something alongside it. You see, most Which Smash characters have canonically done something videos usually only have two tiers, yes and no. But sometimes they'll have more tiers depending on the complexity of the topic. And I was also going to have an extra tier alongside yes and no. This third tier, competing interlocking brick systems. You see, Lego is a really old company. It was founded in Denmark in 1932 by Ole Kirk Christensen. It started out with wooden toys. The iconic plastic bricks began production in the late 1940s. But because they began production in the 1940s, the patent for the iconic bricks expired. And as such, other companies have tried their best to wedge their way into the interlocking brick market. And some of these companies have done business with video game companies. As such, I can still do this video while not just copying Brickology Productions. Though, again, his video is well done. You should really give it a watch once you're done with this. Now, without further ado, which Smash characters have Lego sets? Or sets from a competing interlocking brick system? As mentioned before, there will be 3 tiers characters can fall into. Yes, meaning they appear in an official Lego set, whether it be as a minifigure, brick built, or as something else. Competing interlocking brick system, meaning that they don't have anything from the Lego company itself, but there was something made by a different competing brand. And no, where I couldn't find anything official, be it by Lego or a competitor. Don't worry, for those that end up in this category, I'll compensate by finding something custom that I really like. I'll leave links in the description for most of the customs I find, with an exception for the bootlegs, since I don't really know the legality of providing links to websites that sell bootleg merch, so yeah, sorry about that. Now, it's only right to start at the beginning with the Smash 64 roster. And who better to start off said roster than Mr. Video Game himself, Mario. And starting off with a bang, because Mario does have a Lego set. Several, actually. His plastic brick debut came in LEGO Set 71360 Adventures with Mario. The LEGO Super Mario series is a bit different from most LEGO series. They're kind of like physical Mario Maker levels. Each set has a branch of small chunks of levels that you can mix and match to create custom adventures. And Mario himself is a special electronic figure that can scan special tiles to have him interact with the level. Of course, this special Mario isn't the only form he has in LEGO. Set 71374, the Nintendo Entertainment System, features a custom brick designed after Mario's classic look from the Super Mario Bros. Game. There's also Set 71438, Super Mario World, Mario and Yoshi, which replicates his look from, Super Mario World for the SNES. And it also checks our lovable dinosaur friend Yoshi is having a LEGO form as well. Though even if this set didn't exist, he'd still get on the list thanks to set 71367, Mario's House in Yoshi, which includes a brick-built version of Yoshi to accompany Mario on his interactive adventures. In fact, many members of the Mario cast can be checked off the list thanks to the various expansion passes and starter courses included in the LEGO Super Mario sets. Luigi first appears in set 71387, Adventures with Luigi, and he would even get a couple sets dedicated to his mansion escapades. Peach makes her debut in set 71403, Adventures with Peach. Donkey Kong bursts onto the LEGO scene with set 71424, Donkey Kong's Treehouse, and his pal Diddy follows soon after in set 71425, Diddy Kong's Minecart Ride. Piranha Plant debuted in set 71362, Guarded Fortress, though they would later get a set based around just them in set 71426, just called Piranha Plant. They also had a cameo in the Wii U version of LEGO City Undercover. Bowser's first appearance was in set 71369, Bowser's Castle Boss Battle, as well as a small version of himself in set 71395, Super Mario 64 ? Block, which also features a small Mario and small Peach, and his own dedicated set with 71411, The Mighty Bowser. Bowser Jr. first appeared alongside Mario in set 71360. His iconic clown car would get its own expansion set with set 71396, Bowser Jr.'s Clown Car. The Koopalings also join in the fun, Larry showing up in set 71380, Master Your Adventure, Ludwig in 71408, Peach's Castle, Iggy in 71412, Big Bad Island, Wendy in 71418, Creativity Toolbox, Morton in 71427, Larry's and Morton's Airships, and then finally Roy in 71435, Battle with Roy at Peach's Castle. Sadly, Daisy, Dr. Mario, Wario, King K. Rool, Rosalina, and Luma will not be joining the rest of the Mario cast in LEGO form. Some people have made custom designs about what they think they'll look like if they ever debut, but for now, it's just customs. So they will be going into the Nothing Official category. Next on the list is Link, who gets to join Mario in the Land of Plastic thanks to set 77092, Great Deku Tree 2-in-1. A really cool set, not only for its 2-in-1 capabilities, but also because it lets us check both Young Link and Zelda off the list as well. Some of you may say this doesn't count because that's Breath of the Wild Zelda and we have Link to the Past / Link Between Worlds Zelda and Smash. This is my list, I do what I want. Sadly, Sheik, Toon Link, and Ganondorf will not be joining them. As a consolation prize, have a Brickhead submission from LEGO Ideas and some bootlegs. Moving on to Metroid, where, sadly, we will have to mark our first total series off the list. No official LEGO sets have been made of the Metroid series at time of recording, nor did I find anything by competitors. As for customs, I did find this impressive Samus ship submission on LEGO Ideas, which has designs for both Samus and Ridley, and I also found a Dark Samus custom minifigure. The super tough Pink Puff Kirby has nothing official, so he, DDD, and Meta Knight all get put in bottom tier. Have this Ideas project to make the day a bit brighter. Star Fox is equally empty when it comes to anything brick-based, so Fox, Falco, and Wolf get the mark of shame. For Fox and Falco fans, have this Ideas submission. Sorry Wolf fans, I didn't see anything of note. Maybe I missed something. Feel free to search for yourself. Next on the list is Pikachu. And surprisingly, this isn't a dry spot. While there is no LEGO Pokemon as of time of recording, Game Freak and the Pokemon Company have collaborated with other brick companies, Nanoblocks, Ionics, and the most important one for today's video, Mega Construx. Mega Construx have produced a plethora of Pokemon sets, which allows us to mark off most of the Pokemon fires in Smash. Our main mascot Pikachu is the only one to get all three, having merch from Nanoblocks, Ionics, and Mega Construx. Lots of Mega Construx. Charizard, Squirtle, Pichu, Mewtwo, Lucario, and Greninja all have both Nanoblock and Mega Construx sets, while Ivysaur and Jigglypuff only have Mega Construx. Meanwhile, poor Incineroar has nothing to his name. Have this mock I found on Brick Nerd as compensation. Oh, and Pokemon Trainer doesn't have anything either, unless you count this Ash Ionics, which I don't feel like counting that. Sadly, we've just hit a massive wave of disappointment, as there is nothing official or competing for a good chunk of characters. Ness and Captain Falcon finish off the 64 roster with nothing official to their name. Here's a LEGO Ideas submission and a YouTube MOC. The same goes for the rest of Melee. Ice Climbers aren't getting any recognition outside of Smash anytime soon, but I did find this cute mock on Reddit. Fire Emblem is also a no-show, though I did find some customs. Doesn't complete the entire Smash roster, but hey, there's too many of them in the roster already, am I right? Moving on. Finishing off the Melee roster is Mr. Game & Watch, who, of course, has nothing official. Though I am impressed with the creativity of people when it comes to customs. I think this guy would be hard to make customs for, but they figured it out. As for Brawl, we finally get a new entry into the official category, but before that, a quick lightning round for the ones that don't make it. Pit and Dark Pit, nothing official, have an idea submission. Palutena's off the list as well. Snake, nothing official, have a Reddit post. I hope that's the right Snake. If not, scream it in the comments, it helps the algorithm. Rob, nothing official, have an idea submission. Olimar, nothing official, have multiple idea submissions because I really like them and it felt wrong to have just one. I really like the difference in how each submission handled the Pikmin. It really shows how as the years progress and new LEGO pieces are made, there's an increase in creativity regarding how certain things can be represented. Also, it's only fair to shout out the Snagrit here on YouTube for creating the entire Pikmin 1 and 2 enemy and plant roster in LEGO all the way back in 2011. Check it out if you haven't, link in the description. And now, we arrive at the last character in Brawl, and our first official LEGO set in a while. Sonic the Hedgehog. Sonic first made his debut in brick form all the way back in 2016 with set 71244, the Sonic the Hedgehog level pack for LEGO Dimensions. LEGO Dimensions was LEGO's way of joining the Toys to Life craze of the 2010s. It had a lot of interesting crossovers, but the main focus for this video is Sonic. The level pack came with a buildable Sonic Speedster and Tornado, with both having the ability to be rebuilt into other iconic Sonic vehicles and enemies, such as the Blue Typhoon, Egg Catcher, and a very sorry looking Motobug and Crab Meat. Sonic would return to the LEGO scene in 2022 with sets 21331, Sonic the Hedgehog Green Hill Zone, a LEGO Ideas set. Proper Sonic the Hedgehog sets would begin releasing in 2023, starting with set 76990, Sonic's Speed Sphere Challenge, alongside many others. Smash for Wii U and 3DS is once again a bit of a dry spot, aside from those already mentioned, like Bowser Jr. and Greninja, with two saving graces. Maybe three, I'll explain later. Alongside those whose series were already mentioned, Villager, Mega Man, Wii Fit Trainer, Little Mac, Shulk, Duck Hunt, and Bayonetta all lack proper representation in either LEGO or its competition. Here are some customs, links in the description. The 2 to 3 remaining fighters are Pac-Man, Ryu, and Cloud Strife. Pac-Man is the easiest to explain. Set 10323, Pac-Man Arcade. Comes with the Pac himself in both figure and little brick detail form. Ryu is also easy to explain. He goes in competing brand thanks to this thing called a Pixel Bricks. Ken has one too, so mark them both down on the list. Cloud, however, is a bit trickier. While he does have idea submissions, and technically there's nothing official, back in 2023, to celebrate the release of FF7 Remake, Square had fans vote on which scene from the game they wanted made into a set. The winner was the scene where Aerith and Cloud first meet, and 2 models were produced and later auctioned off. However, I'm not sure how to rank this. It's technically official, since it was done by Square themselves, but at the same time, it's not an official LEGO set. For now, I'll just put it in a new tier called It's Complicated. If you have an argument for whether or not this should count as a LEGO set, feel free to let me know in the comments. Now we finally make it to Smash Ultimate. Starting off with Inkling, once again, nothing official, here are some customs. Simon and Richter are also lacking in official LEGO merchandise. Here's a mock from Reddit. And rounding out the base Ultimate roster is Isabelle, who saves the day thanks to set 77049, Isabelle's House Visit, released back in March. If not for her, none of the new characters in Ultimate Space roster would have made it past custom. Good for you, Isabelle. Here's a gold star. As for the DLC, it's mostly the same. Joker, Banjo, Terry, Min Min, Sephiroth, Pyron, Mithra, Kazuya, and Sora all only have customs. Surprisingly, while I didn't find many LEGO Terry customs, I did find Krung custom that's made from our old pal Nanoblocks. As for the other two remaining DLC fighters, one you probably already knew if you're in LEGO history. The other is probably a bit surprising to y'all. Going into this, I had assumed Hero would be another easy no-show. Maybe a cool custom figure or ideas set, but nothing else. Then, during my research, I happened upon this. It appears Nanoblock came through yet again. Had Hero just been the Luminary, I wouldn't have counted this, but since Erdrick is one of the skins for Hero, I'm gonna say this counts. And last, but certainly not least, is of course Minecraft Steve, who has the longest history with the LEGO Company out of all the Smash roster. First debuting as a small brick-built micro mob in the set 21102 Micro World back in 2012, he would later return in full minifigure-sized glory in 2014 with sets 21113 The Cave. His pals Alex, Zombie, and Enderman also have their own debuts, with Zombie has its Micro Mob debut in set 21105 The Village, and shares its minifigure debut with Steve in The Cave. Enderman debuting as a Micro Mob in set 21107 The End, and a minifigure in set 21117 The Ender Dragon. And Alex missing out on the Micro Mob scene, but making her minifigure debut in set 21121 The Desert Outpost. And there we have it. You now know which Smash characters have official LEGO sets, as well as which characters have sets with a competing brand or don't have any at all. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and subscribe. This specific genre of videos isn't really my main goal for this channel. In all honesty, I don't know what type of channel I want this to be. I've got a lot of ideas for what I want to do with this channel, from challenge videos to let's plays to who knows what else. Whatever the results may be, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time.